guys, so in today's video, I'm going to be telling you the 17 things I learned in 2017. Now, I definitely learned a lot more than how to just like eat an entire small cheese pizza by myself. I learned a lot this year. It has been a very, very pivotal year in my life. As you guys know, if you followed my journey, you know that I went from a perfect life in New York City, and now I've decided to go to where all the old people go, and I've retired in quiet little Connecticut. I'm being a little bit dramatic, but a lot has happened this year, and I feel like in comparison to the other years of my life, I have definitely learned the most this year. So I'm just gonna shut the fuck up, I'm gonna cut the chit chat, and I'm gonna tell you guys the 17 things that I learned in 2017. And why 17? Because 2017, and I don't know, it has a nice ring to it. Okay, so the first thing that I learned is eggs. Okay, wait, never mind, that's my grocery list. All right, hold on. So the first thing that I learned in 2017 is that your life can literally change at any given moment. And you might be a cocky asshole like I was and like, no, I'm in control of my destiny, of my future. Nothing bad's gonna happen to me. I'm not one of those people that's going to just be whiplashed by some really, really bad news. Like, I would always see TV shows of people going through stuff. I would always see Facebook posts of people who were dealing with illnesses. And while I felt sad for those people, I never ever in a million years thought that anything like that could happen to me. I just thought I was special, I guess. And then I got sick and I realized that literally no one is safe. Which is really, really terrifying. None of us are exempt from life's challenges or horrible things happening to us, but you also can't let the fear and anxiety of those things potentially happening stop you from living your life. Number 2, you will usually not agree with most people and the way that they think, especially now in this day and age. Like, I have learned through Facebook mostly that just a lot of my friends have very, very different political and moral stances than I do. And sometimes it has been hard to remain friends with those people. So I guess just set aside your differences and just learn to love each other anyways. Like, I know your annoying Uncle Bob is posting some very odd and politically fueled memes on his Facebook page, but like, Uncle Bob used to change your diaper. Like, you still love your Uncle Bob, even though he might be a dumbass sometimes. The next thing that I learned, and I think I've always known this, but I really learned the depth of this concept, and that is family is so important. And a lot of you guys are like, oh, my family sucks. I'm not just talking about your blood relatives. I'm talking about like friends that you consider family, because some of my friends, I consider them family. This year has definitely taught me who is really a loyal friend, who will be there for me when shit hits the fan. Which brings me to number 4. Relationships and friendships take work. And one of the greatest things I've learned this year is the beauty of one-on-one personal contact with people. I think a lot of us are so into our phones, into our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Pornhub, that we forget that real human interaction is so much better and so much more important. And I've learned that when I'm out with people, to put my phone away and to make myself present in the situation. Number 5, fake it till you make it. This is what I've been doing literally for the past month. I know that I'm sick. I know that I'm going through some challenging times in my life, but whenever I go out, I put on about a pound of makeup, I do my hair, I put on some sexy clothes, I have my tatas out, and I just pretend that I'm okay. And actually, sometimes I do forget that I am sick, which is kind of bad because, you know, maybe sometimes I shouldn't forget. It helps me feel normal, and sometimes it's really nice to just like forget about all of the crazy stuff that's going on and just be happy. Number 6. Most of the time when someone seems like they are too good to be true, turns out they are. I learned this lesson the hard way earlier this year, and honestly, it has left me with some screwed up trust issues with people. Now when I meet a guy, I'm always so doubtful, and I know it's so bad because I really hate bringing problems from previous relationships into current relationships, but like, I honestly can't help it because I have this terrible, terrible tendency of being blindsided by men. I swear, like, every time I open my mouth and tell my friends or family that the current guy that I'm dating is amazing, it's like the very next day he decides to be a serial killer. So yeah, I guess that translates into me being like extremely overly cautious now, and I never trust anybody because no matter how nice somebody might seem in the beginning, anything is possible. Number 7, people are going to tell you what you want to hear, and don't go based off of people's words. Always go based off of people's actions. Actions speak louder than words. A lot of the times guys will make empty promises to me. Like I remember there was this guy earlier this year who like dead set promised me that he was gonna take me to Puerto Rico, and he never ever, who the fuck is texting me, never took me to Puerto Rico. Not that I wanted to go to, like why would I want to go to Puerto Rico? Like also prayers for Puerto Rico. Like I feel really bad at what's happening there. But yeah, you guys know what I mean. Like actions speak louder than words, and guys will say just about anything to get into your pants. And once they get into your pants, well, a lot of the times it's over. Number 8, people who care about you will make an effort to show you that they care about you. People that don't care about you are gonna leave you wondering all the time, does that person care about me? Every shitty thing that happens to us while it's happening to us feels like the shittiest thing to ever happen to us until like a month later when you can laugh about it. So try to take that into account whenever you're going through something really, really bad. When you are at your absolute worst, you are going to meet the most incredible people. Currently, I'm being treated at a cancer hospital, and I've honestly met some of the strongest, most amazing, resilient, beautiful people I have ever met in my life, and it really just shows you how amazing and strong people can be in the wake of something really tragic happening, such as cancer. And it definitely has inspired me and has given me a whole new outlook on life. I just have a huge amount of admiration for people who struggle with not just cancer, but any kind of illness. Don't eat shitty pizza. Life is too short to eat shitty pizza, unless you live in Los Angeles and you have no other choice than to eat shitty pizza, and in which case, I'm sorry. Always make an effort to conquer your fears and your anxieties. Earlier this year, I made plans to go travel around Europe, and it has always been a fear of mine to travel alone, and I also have a fear of flying. And I decided this year that I didn't care how afraid I was, I didn't care how anxious I was about going to a country by myself that I had never been to. I just decided I was going to do it. I wasn't gonna think about it. I wasn't going to overanalyze it. I was just gonna buy my plane ticket, get my ass on the plane, and just go. And honestly, it was one of the most amazing things I ever did. I vlogged a lot while I was in Europe this past summer. I spent a lot of time with family, but I also spent a lot of time by myself, and I think traveling alone is one of the scariest but most exciting things that I will ever do. Stop hating people. Stop using the word hate. In the past, I've always said, oh, I hate that person, but now I realize that it's so much smarter to just not feel anything towards people that you are displeased with. Take that energy and invest it into loving people that mean a lot to you. Number 15, it's okay to be picky. Your friends and family don't always know what's best for you. For the past few years, I have lived under the assumption that my mother is right about everything. But now that I'm 27, I realize mama don't know everything. As children, we tend to think that, oh, adults are right. Adults know what they're talking about. But now I'm an adult, and I can honestly say I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about or what's going on 50% of the time. And the last thing that I have learned this year is patience, which has been very, very hard, and it is a lesson that I'm still trying to learn because I'm a person that really likes to grab life by the balls and just do everything now. I'm a very, very fast-paced person, and because I am sick and now my body has limitations, I have to be patient. I know life is short, I know life goes by fast, but I also need to slow down and I need to stop and smell the roses. So yeah, those are the 17 things that I learned in 2017. Now, I want to know about you guys. What is something valuable that you learned this year? Make sure to let me know in the comments section below. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you're excited for the new year. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!